Hello and welcome, Echoes, to the first game back in
Woo!
2026. Yeah!
Woo!
This is Once Upon a Reflection, our cipher system based fairy tale TTRPG. I am Evie, the Disaster GM. My pronouns are she, they, or any, and I am the GM for this fine if disastrous group. Let's go ahead and go around introducing ourselves for the first time this year. Oh my god, I missed you guys so much. Amanda.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda, aka Panda Cabra. Use she, her pronouns tonight. I am playing Rosa and Thorn. I remember exactly who that person is. Just give me 1 second. I believe it was a resilient explorer princess type who masters the swarm.
Yes.
It's been a long 2 weeks. Alina.
2 weeks. It's been like ages in the before times. Hey everybody, I am Alina. I am they them. I am playing Sev or Vrak tonight, who is also they them. And Sev or Vrak rather is a charming trickster who wears a crown of ice and is gonna mess something up. I don't know what yet. We'll figure it out. Joel.
It may be a new year, but I'm still the same old Joel. Hello. I use any pronouns. I'm going to be playing Senor Fluffington, who is a rugged Witchwawa who is one with beasts. Eventually, I'll have to update that so that it includes all of the new lore that has dropped so far. But that is a future me problem. Right now, we're moving on to Evie.
But yes, so this particular game, hopefully now on a more regular basis because we are out of the holiday season, runs every other week on Friday at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. I can do math. Um, yeah, so 9 Eastern or 6 Pacific. And as we do simulcast, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, push whatever buttons you need to, because we are on both Twitch and YouTube for our live stream. That way you can be notified when we go live with this or other games or art streams, because I also do art streams. We actually also hit our follower goal. So congratulations. I'm not sure if everyone in at the table was present for being aware of that. But yes, we hit our follower goal and did the raffle. So while I probably forgot to take that slide out of the be right back slash what you see up there on the top of the screen, we are past the follower goal and the raffle winner has been chosen. We will probably do another raffle for character art at our next follower goal that has not yet been decided on. You will also notice, if you are on Twitch at least, because I need to set up the QR code, you will also notice on Twitch that where that little subscriber button is, there should also be an option to donate to our new charity, which I believe is World Central Kitchen, I think. Yeah, so go ahead and if you can, go ahead and make a donation. It is I need to mute my Discord. It is a wonderful cause that helps people not just where the shit has hit the fan here in the US, but in various other countries that are also in desperate need as well. But moving on from that, let's go ahead and roll into focusing on today's session. We at the Archives would like to remind you that this is an adult content rated game with depictions of violence and gore, possible mentions of loss or trauma, and or similar content. We do our best not to cross each other's lines, but for those watching, you have been warned. This is not the big mouse in terms of fairy tale. This is a little closer to, like, not quite Grimm's, but close. But yes, so last time, because we all probably need the refresher, it has been a couple of weeks due to holiday shenanigans. After having left the grandmother slash Baba Yaga, you ventured into the woods somewhere in Beast Folk territory, had gotten split up briefly, and each had your own interactions, some with pixies, some with a unicorn, some with an unknown patron that had plucked them out of their previous fate. And after finally rejoining each other, moved along to kind of find this castle or something that was supposedly in this territory that Snow's family had originally inhabited, and that her stepmother, the evil queen, had taken over during the whole tale of Snow White prior to her being rescued slash acquired by her prince, quote unquote, charming, and going off to his kingdom instead. You followed the shore of the lake, having heard that possibly the castle might be along cliffs, and arrived pretty much just in time to see the twilight town of the Beast Folk area appear for the 1 hour at twilight. You entered, did a little bit of looking around, and found your way to the Angry Goose, a tavern that is very large and inhabited by beast folk of all shapes, sizes, and kinds. A request for alcohol was made by Little Goblin Vrack in exchange for moss. It was their ale, and it did not sit particularly well with Vrack. Having learned that it is a barter system and not coin but valuables are preferred, Thorn then offered one of the very shiny golden hairpins that had been holding up her braids, and was in turn treated like an honored guest because of how valuable it is perceived to be by Johnny the Goose, who set them up with food while Juan had wandered off to try and gather some information. Speaking with a very, very old tortoise, he learned that the town doesn't really have a single leader per se, but rather a council, and the biggest rules are don't fight with each other and don't eat anyone while in town. It is also suggested that you avoid the castle that is seen a little bit up the way, as it's supposed to be very dangerous, or as he said, it's mighty dangerous. Yeah. Well, as having been inhabited by a witch, however many hundred years ago. He was somewhat rickety in his age and interpretation of any type of communication, and as such, not exactly clear on his communication. But he did also briefly warn Juan about the very potent berry pies that are served at the tavern as well. At which point, Juan thanked the tortoise by using his hedge magic to transmute a couple of little pebbles from the ground into being shinier and more colorful, as an offer of barter, and then sped back over to the table to join them for their shepherd's pie, and if they choose to partake in the berry pies, as well as tell that to the rest of the group, which in turn, all three of them kind of mutually decided that they would stay in town, where they would essentially be stuck there for the next 24 hours because the opening to the town only appears at twilight. But you are just now finishing your food. It is pretty much moving into dark, but the tavern at least still seems lively.
All right. Well, these pies are pretty good, but this is boring. I'm gonna go see what's up. There's got to be somebody interesting here, right?
I think there's multiple somebodies who are interesting, honestly. I mean, look around us. We're surrounded by animal folk, and that is so cool. I'm like Thorn is in her element right now. Like as like a woodland princess type. She's just like, oh boy, this is so cool. Like look at all these creatures, look at all these animals.
How long have we been at the tavern?
You've been there for probably about 30 to 40 minutes.
Fantastic. I'm gonna take my 10-minute recovery roll real quick
Ooh, nice.
before we start getting
Ooh.
into shenanigans because I
Mhm.
need
That
I
is
need some points.
Not a bad idea. I'm also gonna
I am also
do one of
going to
them.
do that.
Ooh, not very much, but enough.
Ooh,
Okay,
nothing.
I'm feeling much more comfortable with going out and
mhm.
eating pies, people, and getting into a fight.
Good. Yeah, perfect. Are there any berry pies at our table, or is it just the shepherd's pie for now?
You were served two small, bubbling berry pies that have now, at this point, cooled off a bit, so they're probably more lukewarm than still bubbling straight out of the oven.
I rolled, by the way, to see if who was in control, and it's still Juan. So I'm not partaking of those yet.
Vrack is looking around, spots one of the pies, and is like, "Hell yeah!" Shots, and holds up the pie.
I'm not sure that is a good idea. I mean, we were told not to consume these.
Why would they serve them at a bar if you're not supposed to eat them? They just said they were what? I don't know. A lot?
I'll tell you what, you try it, and if you don't die, then maybe I'll try it.
Amazing. You know what? Fluffy's so much more fun than you, Juan. I just
the
bite
point.
into the pie.
Okay, first, I would like a might defense roll.
Oh no!
With my 5 might?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, good lord!
Oh
How
no.
about, how about a 15? That's actually not
15.
terrible.
So
Yeah.
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So initially, like it's, as I said, it's at this point only kind of lukewarm, but you get this initial rush of mixed wild forest berries and perfectly buttery crust, and then it very, very quickly turns sour and curdled, and you promptly throw it up because it does contain alcohol.
Oh no. So actually, let's see what's so good about these. Bleh.
Yeah, so it was
Over
really
the
good. It
side
was
of the
really
table.
good, and then the alcohol in it goes very, very bad, very, very fast because of the special condition that Vrak is currently under.
How many curses can one goblin have?
All of them, apparently.
Yes, absolutely.
So
At least
so
you're not
what
dancing.
These. Oh god, that's the worst thing I've ever tasted.
so
Ugh,
perhaps
yeah, don't eat the
perhaps
pies.
yeah, we should probably not eat the pies.
Ugh.
See, the problem is, Fluffington and Juan are pretty similar. One of them is just has a brain. Hold on. Yep, sounds about right. I think Juan is gonna go. But it can't be that bad, and then just reach across and take
Amazing.
and take the rest and just eat it.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
'Cause-
Please go ahead and make my defense roll.
Because just because he is smarter than Senor Fluffington doesn't mean he is smart. That is an 8.
An 8. Okay, good to know. That is something to keep in mind.
Oh
So
God, no!
it, just like with Vrak, it starts with this beautiful rush of sweet forest berry juices and beautiful buttery flaky pie crust that gradually warms, and Juan at least probably recognizes the slight hint of rum as an undertone.
I can sensory color rum.
and then it gets kind of tingly almost. Juan, can I also get a history roll from you?
Sure.
Because Juan
not-
has more history than some of the other characters.
I rolled an 8 again.
Okay.
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I was about to say Thorn is like watching with interest because
Yeah.
it was like, okay, that was a weird face that Juan just made.
Yeah, it's kind of tingly. It feels almost familiar, but you're not sure by what. You feel good though. You feel real good. You're not sure if the air is supposed to be wobbly. You're not even sure if you're supposed to see air, but the air is kind of wobbly.
This is the best pie I've ever had.
Are you kidding? Tastes like ass.
No, it doesn't. I've tried that before. Not good. Not good.
I just have a moment where I'm like, wait, who is it Fluffy or Juan who's speaking?
I'd like to imagine that it's hard to tell right now.
Probably.
Do you want the rest of mine? Because otherwise, I'm gonna go find some joker to eat the rest of it and see what happens to them.
I'm pretty
I
sure
do-
Juan grabbed yours instead of
I
the
did
fresh
grab-
one. Yeah.
Good.
The rest
Cool,
of this.
Yeah.
If you do offer the other one, though, he's going to reach about 4 or 5 feet to the left of it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, I definitely want more.
Rex
So-
gonna follow your hand and like put the pie into it.
So you give the rest to Juan, or does
Yeah.
Thorn also choose to partake?
Thorn is too entertained to bother
Okay.
partaking. She wants to remember this for
Okay.
later.
Well, unless somebody stops him, he's gonna fucking eat this thing.
All right,
Again.
so I would like a intellect-based roll from Thorn. History, memory, social, whatever you want to apply to it. And then another might defense roll from Senior Fluffington if he eats an entire other hand
No
pie.
fucking way. I just rolled another 8. I don't know what's going on. This
Well,
is my
you know what?
learning.
You know what? You know what? You cursed me because I just rolled an 8 as well.
No fucking way. What?
Okay.
What are the fucking odds?
Yeah. All right, so good to know. But yeah, so it's that same rush of sensation and flavor, and I also would like an intellect defense roll from you.
From
Oh my
Juan?
God, I
Yeah,
almost rolled.
from one.
I almost rolled an 8 again, but it's a 6.
A 6 this time.
That's worse.
That's much worse.
Yeah,
So-
but it's not an 8.
You feel fucking fantastic, and the two of you watch because it's hard for you to tell, Juan, because everything is just a little wobbly and a little sparkly and kind of technicolor. Like, you are in that state where you think you can possibly see auras, but there's multiple of them, so it's probably not actually auras. But the other two of you see one kind of floating. And at this point, Thorn, despite your 8, you realize, oh, it's not just spiked with regular alcohol. That is spiked with Fey booze.
That good stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say I was gonna roll for animal handling to see if I recognize, because you know how like sometimes if like a dog eats like a fermented like
Yeah.
food, I would recognize what that looks like. But no, I don't need to know. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is definitely not just fermented. This is
Yeah.
because your aunties also happen to have a stash of this that Vrac has previously partaken in, and it had a very similar reaction of like everything is just kind of sparkly and colorful and a little wobbly and thoroughly smashed the entire time.
Also, Vrack got so smashed last time they could talk to Senior Fluffington in the real world.
Yeah.
They're like, I can understand dogs now.
There are magical secondary effects to fairy wine.
Hmm.
You know, this boat is so good for me right now. It's wet.
You're fucking trashed, buddy. This is great.
No, I'm fine, Doctor. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Doctor? Okay, I guess Vrack is your doctor now. Dr. Vrack. Goblin. MD.
MD. Oh yeah.
I turn towards the opposite side of where the bar actually is. I raise my finger and I go, "Can I have more pie, please?"
All right. Well, Johnny the Goose is paying close attention to your table, as he has mentioned previously. And, like, despite the fact that Juan is not doing so in his direction, does at least notice. And Thorn, you're fairly observant. You would probably notice that, like, it just kind of fluffs up a little bit more and shuffles off in the direction of the kitchen. So more is coming because you have a very large tab that you can fill.
Amazing. I don't know how you can eat that, man. It's ugh. Ah.
He's
Starts
like the best.
Rex
thing.
starts just like wiping their tongue off on their coat.
It's like como coquito mezclado con harina. Es la cosa más deliciosa que existe. And then he's just off in Spanish. Just at full speed. He's stopped. Sorry, Sage decided to be a pervert. I just started talking in Spanish and he immediately went.
Hi, Sage.
Hi,
Everybody
Sage.
says hello.
We love Sage.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do. Anyway, he's talking in Spanish. Like, he's just gone.
Yeah.
It's rapid fire. It's incoherent as fuck. And if anybody, I think Rosa knows some. Rosa knows some
Or
Spanish.
knows
right?
Spanish, but you're going into more like a dialect that she doesn't recognize.
You pick
And
up the
like
words.
drunk.
You
Yeah.
pick up the words boat,
Mm-hmm.
seaweed, and caramel.
But yeah, no. Thorn is not. Yeah, like you're speaking. I'm assuming in like sort of almost like a Puerto Rican slang, like dialect, and that is not something that Thorn knows. So
Yeah.
hers is more traditional.
Learned it in
Spanish.
school.
Learned it
Yeah.
in school, but then continued studying it. Yeah.
This-
Right.
hmm
Yeah.
She's one of those
Yeah.
like third generation who like doesn't speak Spanish is like kind of like how she is.
That's so fair.
A no say.
Fair, valid.
Mm-hmm.
A no say. Yeah.
Vrack looks over at Thorn and just like raises an eyebrow. I was like, "This is awesome. Actually, I think this is good for Juan. He's got like a stick up his ass, and he's finally on relaxing. So
All right, so we had some more berry pies that were chosen, and I have brought enough for the entire table, as obviously they were appreciated at length. You still have plenty of credit should you want to do another round. It's unusual to have so many ordered for one, like generally it's a one a person thing because it's, they're pretty potent and stuff, but I'm not used to like the fleshy type people consuming it. Maybe you guys have that
These are, like,
type
the
of
best fucking thing I've ever
amazing
had.
amazing resistance and stuff. I mean,
So
this
good.
is usual. This is unusual. So here you go, and once again, these are very, very like still boiling hot, fresh out of the oven.
I'm gonna, without anybody saying anything, unless somebody stops me, I'm gonna how many? He brought one for everybody.
Yeah, he bought 3 more.
Okay, I'm gonna put one of them, or sorry, 2 of them in my pocket. I'm gonna bag them, and then I'm going to eat the third.
The sticky,
It's a fresh
the
pie in your
sticky,
pocket.
fresh,
Fresh
boiling
pie for
hot.
later.
So you do take 1 point of might damage because they are still just that hot. And you guys also see the red stain from the berries on the outside of the pockets.
Fun fact: I don't actually get burned because I have a point of magic armor.
Perfect.
I was about to say, aren't
I
you
do
wearing
the
like
border-
a white shirt and white pants?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So
Does
like,
look like you're
This has
bleeding.
not been white in a long time, though. To be fair.
True.
To be fair.
True.
I do that mom thing where they just touch burning shit and they just don't. It doesn't
Yeah.
affect them.
yep.
Yeah.
And I just grab it bare hands, just pocket. I think I put one in my pant pocket on the right, and then the other one goes in my shirt pocket if I have one.
Okay. So we've got added to the dirt and everything. You've got a smear of like sticky berry stain on one pocket and then also on your chest. It kind of looks like you've been shot.
Yes. Also, I eat the third.
And you eat
one.
the third one. Okay, one more might check,
Getting
please.
thrashed on pie.
13.
13. Okay, good to know. So this time it's somehow more potent of a flavor, probably because it is still hot, but you can feel the tingle start even as you are still chewing.
Oh hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Juan's eyes start to glow purple,
Ooh.
and
That's new.
you don't know what the other effects are, but again, you feel really, really good, and you're still kind of just floating there above your seat.
Literally or figuratively at this point?
Literally.
Literally.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
Like, he is probably about 7 or 8 inches up above the seat.
Just hovering.
And, like, Johnny had kind of stuck around and was rambling about your apparent resistance to the alcohol, sees that it is just Senor Fluffington / Juan consuming them and the effects, and goes, "Oh, okay then. 3 pies deep, okay."
It's a 3 pie kind of night.
He's saving
It
the other two
seems-
for later.
It
Has anybody
seems
told you three
like-
that you are very handsome geese?
on a nightly basis, usually just to get free stuff, but I appreciate the compliment.
No, I mean it. I mean, I've encountered many geese before as in my travels. You good feathers.
I take good pride in them. I think I'm gonna
You
use
don't,
the pretty pin. Like it's very nice that your friend gave me. I'm gonna use it to like hold some of the feathers back and like have the nice little curl and everything.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
that would be lovely. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Have you ever considered doing what flamingos do and like color them as well? Because I've known people do that to feathers. Because what they're not actually pink; they're like pigmented.
Most of the dyes that I've heard of, and like at this point he's looking a little confused. Most of the dyes that I've heard of are like the clothing, and I don't know how that would like be health wise for my feathers.
Can
I could, I guess I could talk to a fairy. I mean, like we get a delivery every month, but
Could I make a herbology roll to see if I can give him some
Get some hair dye.
Yeah, some natural hair dye options.
go ahead. You are hindered by 2 steps at the moment.
I'm gonna put 2 rolls of effort into this anyway, because he's high as fuck.
So you're bringing it back to
Natural 20.
normal. Fucking natural 20. Damn.
Amazing.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
roll
so-
like ass on everything else except the rolls that don't matter.
It's every time. Every time this happens to you too. How the fuck do you do this? It's It's why I don't need to do intrusions on you bastards. I love you guys, but it's true.
We're so good at rolling bad. We're so good at
Oh
it.
my god. But yeah, so somehow, despite your intense inebriation and you gradually floating a couple inches higher as you're talking because you're in a good mood, you do ramble off a couple of natural like hair dye recipes just off the top of your head that the other two have never
autism.
realized that you knew. But yeah, like they seem very valid. And like the goose just kind of nod along. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, I can see that. Oh, and you can use that to color. Okay, and that's just like a flower and everything. Okay, and you said like you add like lemon juice to make it kind of pink instead of blue. Okay, okay, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah, I
because
can try that. Like,
because it's natural, it doesn't contaminate. It is animal friendly. Like, you know,
well, I am an animal. Yeah.
there you
Yeah,
go. Yeah.
exactly. All right, I like you. I like you. You're a good dog person. I don't know what kind of dog you are. I haven't seen like this type of dog person before, but you're a good dog person. You guys like
Chihuahua.
that, right?
But that's
Okay, you're a
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua person. Okay, I don't know what a Chihuahua is, but
I
yeah.
think, like, I think they're Mexican, but they could be from somewhere else. I don't know. That might be racist. I don't know. Oh God, I
Okay.
think I'm racist.
Out of character, yes, they are from Chihuahua.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Juan at the moment doesn't know
One
shit.
is on a trip, so now he's like doing the bad trip descent of, oh my God, I said something that could be insensitive. Oh my God, and now he's freaking the fuck out
Okay.
because I have been there before.
Yeah, you start to lower just slightly a couple of inches, and you feel your butt barely brush the the bench that you were sitting on, but you didn't realize that you were floating, so you don't know what just touched your butt.
I'm standing up in terror at the monster that is now torturing my butt. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna also turn around and punch whoever's right behind me.
Make an attack
I
roll.
don't need to make any mad choices.
Make an
You're
attack
making
roll
for
hindered
me.
by 2.
This is why Thorn wants to stay sober. She wants to remember this.
I just rolled a 3, so -3 is my result.
Yeah. So, with that, like, you just turn around, like, startled while standing up, so your feet just kind of come down to the ground since you were already hovering. You don't really change height very much, and just whiff right over the head of a tiny little porcupine person that is, like, just eating a salad, does not even realize that you punched over their head.
I'm gonna use that momentum to turn around, put my hands on the table, and say, let's leave below this joint or whatever the term is. Let's
Hell
leave
yeah.
town.
Night on the town. Let's do it.
I'm with you. Let's go. Oh, you're
I
sucks anyway.
think I'm gonna walk into the wall. Like there, or actually, is there a window nearby? I might try to crawl out of it instead.
There are windows, yes. You
That's
do
what I'm
have the unintentional effects of hover at the moment,
Right.
so it requires effort to walk on the ground.
Oh,
You are just kind of wiggling through the air like you're walking, and you're moving at your speed, but you're not on the ground.
Oh, this is great. Hey, Fluffy. Throw your belt down here. And Rex will jump off the chair and like hold their hands up.
I don't. Do I have a belt? Huh? No. I no. It holds my pants up.
Oh, here. Rex will take off their belt and like hold up one end for you to grab onto.
I'm very confused that they grabbed what is being offered to me.
And then Vrak will just take off out the door, like
Werewolf
dragging you
balloon is
along
what's
like a
happening.
kite. Yes.
Yeah.
I have no choice. I'm gonna hold on to that belt for dear life.
Okay. Can I get a speed check from you, hindered by 2.
By me? For me?
Yes,
19.
19. You do manage to avoid careening into any of the other tavern guests as you are, like, werewolf ballooned out into the streets. Thorn, are you following?
Yes.
As you guys like run out to have your party night on the town, left behind, standing there still very confused and watching in amusement and somewhat concern, is Johnny the Goose, who goes, have a good night, I think. Maybe I shouldn't have given them so many pies.
Well,
As
yeah,
Rack
thank
is
you
running
so
out the
much.
door, Rack is gonna yell over their shoulder, "Hey, party's going this way. Who's coming?"
Oh, God.
And try to rile up anybody at the bar who's drunk enough to think that this is a great idea.
Okay.
And I am
Give me a social
very good at
interaction
this.
roll. Yeah, give me a social
Uh-huh.
interaction roll.
I'm gonna spend an effort on this.
Of course you are. And you're not hindered at the moment.
I'm
Because-
not, and I am trained.
Yeah, because you made your first roll.
Yep. 14
14.
with trained and not hindered.
Okay. So as you do, like
And an effort.
a couple of the slightly rowdier patrons that had indeed been drinking instead of just having food, like look, and there's the sound of movement following, but if you are not looking behind you to see who is following, you just know that you did get some sort of reaction.
Amazing. That's all I care about.
Thorn, I'm assuming that you, being the one that is observing in amusement, you would see probably another lion person, that porcupine that Juan almost punched, who had actually just been eating a salad but goes, "Party? Okay," and like jumps up and
I like
runs
this
after
guy.
guys.
I like the vibe. I like
Yeah,
the vibe of
party,
like, I'm eating this out.
okay.
Party.
Yeah. And like a couple other like beast folk of a random variety just go, yeah, and like tromp after you in a mini stampede of animal variety.
Amazing.
Where are you guys going? You have made it out onto the street. It is evening, and you have a like werewolf that was doing the slightly horizontal thing, but is now at least able to try to get feet under. Like, okay, so you're just horizontal werewolfing.
Just floating.
Right now, the only thing that is anything related to Juan is that he is just cackling like
Okay.
he's never been heard laughing before.
Okay.
Amazing.
Outside is very colorful and very sparkly. You see a couple of strange shapes float by that are kind of see-through. And beyond that, you're just like, you're just having a good night. You're having a good night.
I imagine Vrack has been a party person for long enough.
Yes.
They've got like a sense for this kind of thing. So they're
Okay.
going out, they're looking around the town, and they're like, somewhere is the perfect party spot, and I'm going to
Oh,
find it.
no.
Whether it's like a bonfire by the river or like somewhere, a big square with like lots of lights around, we can get a dance party going.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll to find trouble.
Rolling to find trouble. Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, that is 13.
13.
Lucky 13.
All right, so you look around, you run out, and there's that moment of like the kid that runs out of the house, stops, like arms and legs akimbo, and looks in a couple of directions, and then just runs randomly in a different direction. That is what we
Absolutely.
see of this little goblin with a werewolf on a string. And the rest of the people joining are just like watching all of this, sees the floating dog person. They have been residents of this town and that tavern frequently enough to where they have an idea of what's going on. And then as soon as Brack starts running in a direction, yeah! And so it's just this running party down the street like a parade with the occasional person like looking out their window. Like, so you see a variety of random animal faces or just glowing eyes, depending on how dark it is in that individual's house, looking out at you as you run by. You are indeed running towards where the shore would be.
Amazing.
So basically what you would be able to find is there are some docks that are there for pretty much being able to go and go pearl diving in the freshwater lake, or fishing and various other things there. There are plenty of places to party at the docks. There's a couple of little kind of alcove type areas that might be like picnic spots or whatever that kids seem to be hanging out in, that you can either stop in or they will see the cheering drunk crowd with you and also follow.
Amazing.
Or you could go to just the center of town and party at the town square slash where the city council does their thing and be vagabonds where the city council meets, because that is equally as troublemaking. I'm going to leave it up to you on which direction Vrac would lean towards.
Ooh, okay. Evens, beach episode, odds, trouble in the party square. Odds it is.
Trouble in the party square. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Let's march right into the center town. Rack, by the way, is like cackling and then going, party, party, party. And then we'll look up at Juan and be like, Juan, give us a good howl. Ow!
He gives the deepest, most powerful howl this character has ever made.
Amazing.
like long, loud howl. And you have gathered even more of a crowd by the time you get to the center of town. People have brought alcohol with them. A couple people were still in the middle of dinner and like are just cluelessly like the passersby going, "What is going on?" and following you with their dinner plates.
Amazing.
But yeah, random people like start just, it's not really even dancing, it's more moshing because there's not music yet. But eventually from them kind of just dancing slash slamming into each other because there's not a beat to follow, eventually some of the bird folk do start doing like night calls and their own vocalizations to initiate singing, and that will eventually, in probably 30 minutes to or so, catch the attention of enough actual musicians that they would show up. You could also, as a musician, play because you have your instrument with you.
Yeah, Vrac, I think will tie one end of the belt to like something so Juan doesn't float off. And then sling their guitar around, forgetting that they have one hand down. So they're doing it with their right hand, and then they go to sling it over to start playing with their left hand. Like, ow, 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 and we'll sit down and try to like play the guitar one-handed on their lap.
Okay.
It's not gonna go very well, but if that fails, then they're gonna do like just some drumming on the drum on the guitar itself.
Okay. Well, because of the hand issue slash trying to play it one-handed, you are hindered by one.
Yep.
But go ahead and make a performance type of role.
I am trained, so that evens that out, and then I'm gonna put one effort on it, so I'm at least
Okay.
up one.
Okay.
Let's go. And
What'd
it's
you-
not great.
What'd you
That's a
roll?
6.
Okay, so
Ow, ow, ow. The hand is too much of a hindrance.
the hand hurts. This is not your best playing, but there is
No.
enough of a cacophony that it's more that you don't catch the attention and hold the attention of various people, and like play impressively. It's just noise added to more noise. But with
Right.
that type of role, you are incapable of activating your guitar's special effect. So you would have to succeed in a different role at a higher difficulty to be able to
Yeah.
do that if you wanted to try and take control of the crowd. But yeah, it is like a storm of brightly colored, sparkling wisps, Juan. You can hear colors. You can feel you can feel the flow of time. Everything around you is basically the effect of magic pumping through your system.
In that case, I want to do something very, very obnoxious, and I am willing to spend my staff stuff on this. I want to use my magic to create really loud, really bright, and really crazy fireworks.
Okay.
Good.
I will say that if you use some charges or a charge from your staff, you will be allowed to do that because generally speaking, hedge magic would be like the small like doop 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 right there with you, but like the really big, loud, obnoxious ones above the town square, that's more power. So yeah, I'll let you use a charge to expend that.
That's fine. I have 5,
Yeah.
so I just start. I cackle even louder. I point my staff into the sky because this is one. He's holding it,
Yep.
and then just fucking go ballistic.
Boom.
Yeah. Thorn, as they are quite literally setting off a block party at like at the evening at dusk, with random stranger of beast folk in the center of town. Are you doing or saying anything either to participate or otherwise during all of this?
At this point, I feel like I'm observing the rest of the crowd to get a sense of like who all's there, what is the vibe. Is there anyone who looks like maybe they're there to cause trouble?
Okay,
But,
give
like-
me
But like not like the
observation.
good trouble, but like,
The bad
the other
trouble.
kind. Yeah.
Like actual trouble.
19.
19, very good. You can tell that it is going to very quickly get out of hand. You do not know these people well enough to know which ones are most likely to take advantage of the party situation, but you can tell that it will probably get out of hand very quickly. You do not see someone that has appeared with the sole intent to cause an issue, though.
Okay.
So, as far as you can tell, no one is here specifically for that, but you can tell that based off of how quickly the crowd is growing and the fact that there was initially panic and then loud screaming cheers for the fireworks, that it's going to get very wild very fast.
Thorn at this moment is thinking, you know what, this is a really good distraction that's happening.
It is.
And she's gonna go towards the castle.
On her own.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Please
amazing.
Please give me a stealth check. Your DC against the crowd is incredibly low. You would have to roll an at one to be noticed.
Oh,
But
not 20.
nat 20,
Yeah.
even your friends don't notice. They are thoroughly distracted because with
Having
Juan's
fun.
hindrance, he is incapable of beating a nat 20. And Vrac, I'm assuming you are not going to roll a nat 20 as well.
I would assume so.
Okay. You can
Rex's also
try.
kind of not paying attention.
Yeah, you can try if you want,
I
but
will, but I don't. No,
yeah.
that's a 4.
Yeah,
That's
so
no.
your friends don't even notice you just carefully, casually slipping away. So we're going to split this here then. And I will get
Amazing.
to you in a second. Vrac, you're not playing your absolute best, but you see an absolute rager getting started of
Hell yes.
beast folk that, like, there's the occasional person that is showing up and trying to, like, yell at people to calm down, but it's already out of control at this point. And, like, other musicians are showing up with a variety of strange instruments that are catered specifically to the shape and anatomy of beast folk. So, like, they're strangely shaped, but you're vaguely getting the idea of what they might be as that type of stuff shows up. And eventually, even Johnny the Goose shows up with a cart just filled with kegs and starts charging and serving people there because he's just like, I didn't expect you guys to. I mean, I guess this is a party, that is, worth the guests that I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to be flattering you. But here, we've got alcohol here. He had no idea how he was supposed to be flattering you guys. He was running out very quickly.
Amazing.
But yeah,
Brad
it's
comes over, like, gives him a slap on the back, and is like, "Good man, good man."
yeah. All right, this is gonna make me so many shiny things. But yeah, there's an absolute rager going on. Is there anything specific that you are wanting to do in this party or during this party?
Rex's intention is to throw a rager. Like,
Okay.
there ain't no party like a goblin party. This town seems quaint and quiet, and they want it to not be.
It is very quickly not being. Juan, you inebriated on on pixie booze person. What are you doing?
I
Because
am now
also
starting.
you are only attached to that belt by holding onto it.
Yes. I'm getting really into the firework display.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna start making. You see Lord of the Rings, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how Gandalf has like those fireworks that make shapes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just start making them in the shape of people and animals and all kinds of shapes.
Mhm.
There's a couple in there that if anybody's paying attention may resemble my family, and
Okay.
but I'm getting so into it that I
Aw.
let go of the belt so that I can hold the staff with more firmness because
Okay.
I don't fucking know what's happening anymore.
All right. So you don't like fully float away. You won't probably only float another 5 to 6 feet up in the air.
Sure.
But it gets you out of the having to see over or past a couple of the larger beast folk. So it makes it
Mhm.
easier for you to like see and concentrate. And that's totally why you were doing it. You don't realize that you're floating still. But yeah, you make a very elaborate display. Go ahead and give me a roll for
Natural
your
20.
artistry. Okay, good. Your artistry, natural 20. It is amazing. They are like lifelike, sparkling presentations and moving creatures just blasting through the sky in like strange adventures and everything that cause oohs and ahs and screams of excitement within the crowd. And somehow the music is starting to go in time with your display so that it seems to work together like it was rehearsed, but it's not. It's just you kind of feeling the flow of the music and the magic around you and working it together like that. It is absolutely gorgeous because you rolled a nat fucking 20, and I'm not making you even expend another charge on your staff because you rolled a nat 20.
I mean, I would if that's
No, you rolled a nat 20. That's your major effect.
Amazing.
fair enough.
I think even Vrac stops parting to watch.
Yeah. It's
You're like,
amazing.
whoa. Yeah.
Yeah. You see yourself briefly as
I cheer harder.
yeah, as yourself instead of the like elf portion. You don't really know
Yeah.
what you're doing because he is very inebriated, but you're doing something up there.
Amazing.
I think there's also a couple of dicks
Hmm.
that just kind of, just like,
God.
no, at first it was just basic shapes, but he's getting really into like the visual effect of it. He has a passion for graphic design essentially right now.
Yeah. That happens sometimes. That happens
Yeah.
sometimes. Okay. Thorn, as you stealthily sneak away with your nat 20 as well, it with that, it's not even difficult to find your way among the streets and out of the town towards the path that leads up. I'm calling that as essentially your major effect, that you got away sight unseen and that you're able to easily find your way to where you're going. It is darker than you expected, but not as dark as it could be because there are fireworks going off in town. So there's flashes of light that help to guide your way.
Good. Thank you, Juan.
Yeah, you are helping even without intending to. But yeah, it's a little bit of a walk. You're probably going to be on a good 5 to 10 minute walk to get to the castle itself. And you can tell that the road that goes winding up the side of the cliffs is not well maintained. But you should be able to get there unhindered. In fact, go ahead and give me a might-based roll. This is like kind of traveling. It's a mixture of like climbing and balance to get over some of the rock falls that have happened and some of the slick areas because you're so close to the water.
19.
You are going to get there with no issue.
I
You are
decided I'm
determined.
going on a mission. And
You are
the dice
on a
are
mission. Yes, you are on a
Our
mission.
ranger is rangering right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. Holy fuck. But yeah, so it is, you are in your element. Like, not only were the beast folk really just your thing, because you are the one that talks to beasts, you're the one that talks to creatures. You are in your element, you are stealthy, you are moving along the natural path without disturbing anything, making extra noises, leaving obvious traces. You leap soundlessly over rocks and rockfall. And you do eventually make it to what seems to be the entryway to the castle courts, the outdoor castle courts. The gates are closed, but they're not maintained either. They're in fairly bad disrepair. So you would be able to kind of get through one of the broken bits or climb over them or maybe even wedge them open pretty easily.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna like try to just slip in
Okay.
between some parts of the broken bars.
Okay. It's beautiful, if a little haunting, because it's an old, mostly dilapidated castle. It's a couple hundred years old. It's sort of like trying to visit one of the old castles in like Europe or whatever. So it doesn't look like it's overtaken by curses. It doesn't look like it is as barren as the Castle of the 12 Princesses did. It's just kind of not inhabited and a little worn and a little broken down, and certain areas that had been like not actual natural growing wood, that had been just wood that was used for building, do seem to have rotted away, much like that castle gate. But it's still open to the air, so this front courtyard area is still very visible, and you see the castle and its various buildings that have all been positioned on what seems to be a wide ledge area of the cliffs. No sign of anyone there.
Is there a really obvious like entrance point, and can I get through it?
To the castle itself, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's like a front door, but it doesn't look like barricaded or otherwise inaccessible.
Oddly, no.
Huh.
It looks, from your position at the gates, it looks kind of like a black hole of nothingness, which as you get closer, you realize is because the doors had been broken in and left broken in.
Okay. I'm going to cross the threshold and enter the castle.
It's dark. Like, you get a little bit of that starlight and moonlight in this initial area where you step in, but most of the kind of windows areas, the tapestries had, instead of being held back, the cording that had held them in place rotted first. So there's just rotten, moth-eaten tapestries that had previously been held away from the windows so that it's, protecting it as curtains and such. So there's not really a lot of outdoor light inside. You see the vague shapes of what might be doorways, might be furniture. You're not even sure. You need
Yeah,
some
I
sort of light.
definitely. Yeah. Let's see. The door. Was it made of wood?
It was made of metal and wood.
Metal and wood. Okay. I. Let's see. I want to. Let's see. I don't really have anything that would help with this necessarily. I want to see if it's possible for me to try to start a fire
Okay.
with like the broken pieces of wood.
Okay. You could probably create a spark with a couple of different things.
Okay.
And there's enough wood or that is left over that you could gather. It is all fairly rotted, and because of how close to the lake and the
Mm-hmm.
waterfall everything is, it's somewhat damp, and that's why it rotted so quickly. So catching a fire will be fairly difficult.
Okay. I want to at least try.
Okay.
I unfortunately don't possess any magic or anything. That was an 11.
An 11?
Mm-hmm.
You can see that you are getting sparks, but
Okay.
it's not really able to catch.
Ah, okay. Long shots. Looking around, do I see fireflies or anything like that?
Ooh, roll observation.
Ooh, that was only a 6 that time.
You might have seen some outside, but none in your immediate vicinity that you're noticing.
Okay. I will continue to stumble around in the dark then.
Okay. May I offer a suggestion?
Yes.
at least for the rooms that are bordering the exterior of the castle,
Hmm.
the only thing preventing light from coming in through the windows are the curtains and tapestries that have fallen in the way. And they
Okay.
are rotted, so they are fairly easy to pull down.
Okay. I will do that to try
Yeah,
to
so
get
so
light
just
in.
as a suggestion, um,
Yes.
but it's still not going to give you a lot of light. It'll allow you to see for the most part, but it's not
Hmm.
going to give you a lot of light, and only in these front areas.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of ransacked as far as you can tell. Like the king's army did come in here searching for the stepmother evil queen
Hmm.
character, and that was kind of the last that this castle has been inhabited for the most part. So there was probably a fairly intense battle taking this castle from what you can see. There's a lot of damage. It has been kind of looted, but not really. It's the kind of looting that happens after a battle as opposed to over time.
Hmm.
But you can very easily, just from these front rooms, tell that there was definite and very intense fighting.
Can I tell what purpose these rooms were for?
Front of the castle slash exterior, you're getting like meeting rooms, you're getting a court, like a small type of courtroom. You're getting probably receiving areas and a couple of very like excess types of rooms that castles
Hmm.
have. So nothing super important. You don't see a throne, but nothing that really strikes you as like vital.
Interesting. And everything to, at least in the darkness, to my immediate knowledge, has not been disturbed recently.
Make another observation check.
Hmm. 19.
As far as you can tell, no. Like you can like in the brightest parts of the moonlight and starlight,
Hmm.
you can see the tracks of dust that have gathered and not been disturbed.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Hmm. Above table, what were we looking for in this castle originally?
You knew that it was where the former queen, the evil queen,
Hmm.
had resided. It was Snow's original home prior
Hmm.
to her exile and time with the dwarves. You were gonna see if you could get more information or clues about the queen, or maybe if any artifacts or magical things had been left behind by her, since,
Hmm.
as far as you are aware, the curse or claim that she had cried out at Snow's wedding is what might have gathered the powers that are causing the issues now. You're not
I
getting
also
a particularly strong, there is something wrong here and I need to fix it champion call at the moment.
Okay. All right. That was
yeah.
what were you gonna say, Rack?
I was just gonna say, I think we talked about just like, I guess we should check in and just make sure she's not still there or there's not like a new evil lurking. So
So
seems pretty abandoned.
Yeah.
seems pretty abandoned so far until I decided I'm going to head out, but before I do, cross to get back into like the courtyard area, I want to call out and see if anyone responds.
Okay, please make an interaction roll.
Yeah. That was only a 7.
A 7. You make an observation roll.
Okay. 19 on the observation roll again.
What do you say?
I just like, call out a basic greeting like, "Hello, is there anyone here?"
You hear hello, and initially think it might be an echo. But that was too far distant from when you had called out. And it didn't sound right for an echo.
Mm-hmm. Hello, I arrive as friend.
There's someone here? There's... Hello? Are you really here? Am I hearing things? Hello?
Hello, I'm in the doorway. Hello.
Finally. Hello? Are you here to rescue me?
Do you need rescuing?
Yes, please. Please come get me. Hello?
Okay. Where are? Just keep calling. I'll try to follow the sound of your voice. It's really dark in here.
Oh, I imagine it would be. It's nighttime, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, well, what's your name?
My name is Thorn.
It's lovely to meet you, Thorn. I'm Argent.
Good to meet you, Argent. Keep calling. I'm going to follow the sound of your voice.
Please make a tracking check, hindered.
Ooh, hindered.
Because you're trying to navigate in the dark, just hearing someone shout through a very echoey building.
Just in case it is relevant, would the light of my fireworks be helpful right now?
Only in those, like, exterior rooms.
Okay.
Because it's basically one of those things of, if there is not a window with specifically the curtains having been pulled down, the light can't reach the interior.
I forgot to put effort on it, but I did roll a 15.
15. Okay. So you stumble over a lot of broken stuff in the process, but you work your way deeper into the castle. And you start working your way around a banister and stairs, and then you're not sure if it's coming from above or past because of the way that the echoes are working.
Let's see. I think I'm near a stairwell. Do you happen to remember what part of the castle you're in?
I was covered when I was brought in. I'm not sure. Please don't leave.
Oh, I'm not going to, mostly because I don't know if I could get out if I wanted to, but did you ever feel the sensation of going up or down? Do you remember?
That is an interesting question to ask. What does that feel like?
That's a little too philosophical for me to call out over echo, so I'm just keep calling out and I'll see if I can find you. And I'm going to let's see. I want to basically, yeah, I'm going to put some effort in, and I'm going to try to see if I can figure out where.
Okay,
Where
so
he's going.
the effort brings it back to the difficulty that it was before, which is a 6, because you're trying to navigate via in the dark via an echo. It would have been
intellect or speed.
Intellect based,
Right.
because it would normally be a 15 if you had light, 16 in the dark, and now because it's trying again, that or a 5 to a 6 to a 7 brought down to a 6.
Okay, I cannot do it because I rolled a 10.
Yeah, so you're just not sure which direction you're supposed to go in. You have a feeling that there might be enough damage to the castle that it might even be echoing through cracks and areas that you wouldn't be able to get to wherever this voice is trapped from. So you're just not sure.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Here. I am going to spend 1 XP and I want to make an intrusion.
Okay.
I want a serendipitous landmark.
Serendipitous landmark. Damn.
Just when it seems like the path is
That's a
lost,
good
or
one.
you are, a trail marker, landmark, or simply the way to the train or corridor bends, rises or falls away, suggest you the best path forward, at least from this point.
That is an excellent intrusion. I'm gonna kind of modify it slightly based off of your previous ask. You have made enough noise and there is enough about you and what you are that you have managed to attract some fireflies from outside. That as they come just kind of curiously to check you out in the flashes of their little light, you see another one of those kind of damaged tapestries that is definitely a tapestry instead of curtains this time because it's against what should be a solid wall, hiding what seems to be a passage that is very damaged. So there is some sort of hidden doorway that has been damaged behind this tapestry that had been its camouflage previously.
Perfect.
Secret
I'm
door,
going to
secret door,
secret door,
Secret tunnel.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am definitely going to investigate and see if I can get my way through this doorway.
So as Thorn pushes aside the moth-eaten tapestry, rotted and centuries old and not maintained, and sees the very broken and needs to just kind of be bodily shoved out of the way to get to this hidden passage, we go back to the other two. So, Juan, you have consumed 3 of these berry pies. So whereas you would normally be coming down by now, you are not. You are in fact very much not coming down. You're still floating. But you would have a little bit more of your faculties because while you are still kind of drunk, you're at that stage of drunk where you're just like, I know that I am drunk and that I am tripping balls, but I am aware at this point that I am tripping balls and there's stuff going on around me. As Juan comes to this conclusion, what is Vrac doing?
I imagine it's been a little while now.
Yeah.
But the party's been raging. So just imagine a supercut of Vrac like dancing and then like out jarring their arm and then trying to take a big swig of somebody's drink and then like vomiting.
Yeah,
That's what
every
happens now. And like the party's just not working for them the way
Yeah.
it normally does.
Yeah.
And they're starting to get frustrated.
Yeah. You also hear the crash of something breaking about this point.
Cool.
Because
cool.
the
That's
Rager-
fun too.
Yeah, because the Rager has hit the stage of property damage.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Speaking of this being like a distraction, this isn't a town with big treasures or anything. This is a barter town, but there's still got to be something interesting in it.
You can assume so.
So if I can't drink and I can't fight, I could steal stuff.
Well, what are you intending to steal and or look for?
Break stuff. I'm gonna just take a meander around, a little look-see, and just see what's interesting. First in the party goers, like if somebody has a really cool necklace or like a big claw that's loose, cool scales, some
Okay.
kind of magic-y looking thing, anything
Okay.
that grabs my little magpie eyes. And if
Okay.
that doesn't work, I'm gonna go check out what is breaking and break more stuff.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a little perception. That is a 10.
10. Um, most of them are bigger than you. So it is hard to see what type of jewelry they might be wearing at the moment. The couple of smaller critters that are there are trying to kind of keep to the outskirts so that they don't get trampled.
Same.
And the couple that you have seen of them don't seem to be wearing anything particularly valuable. There are some birds that are very prettily feathered that are flying up among the party goers and like just above where things are and doing very strange, not quite mating dance version of their own rager dancing. But with that roll, you're not spotting anything that would be of particular interest to you.
Yeah. Nothing to get my little goblin fingers on. I'm gonna go figure out what's breaking and what else can be broken.
Yeah. It is not a fight per se, but it is as close to one as they're going to get of people like body bumping each other and looking a little aggressive as they're doing it, but still hiding it among the fact that it's a party. And one of them got thrown into what seems to be a window to this building that you're partying next to. And that window is now broken.
I'm going in.
You're going in. Okay. Juan, what are you doing as you come to the realization that you are yourself, but you are very, very drunk and probably very stoned?
I would like to attempt to unstoned myself with magic.
I will let you attempt. You cannot use one of your charges,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a difficulty 6.
I'm gonna put 2 levels of effort into this.
Okay.
You said difficulty 6?
Which brings it down
So
to a
it's
4.
4. Okay. 19.
19. So you can still see like the faint hints of glow and colors and sparkles, but you're able to kind of see past that. And so while you are still kind of woozy from being drunk, you have a little bit more of your mental faculties and you can work around it for the most part. So it is not a cure-all, but you can work around it. You can work through it.
Okay. I'm gonna land.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a second to myself so I don't barf.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna assess the situation of what the fuck is going on right now.
You probably remember enough that you're just like, okay, yeah. Pies.
Barf.
Pixie booze. Oh, pixie booze. Goblin. Floating. Party. Oh, big party. Party's gotten a little out of control. Oh, that someone passed out off to the side. Shit, there's a crash somewhere on the
Okay,
other side of the crowd.
At that point, I'm going to essentially thaumaturge my voice and just go in my most dad voice possible. Just go, party's over, everybody go home.
Give me a social interaction roll.
I am bad at persuasion, etiquette, and deception. I have an inability at this.
Are you attempting to intimidate them?
Yes, because I am doing the dad voice.
Okay, so it is only hindered by 1 in that case, instead of hindered by 2.
How about oh wait, I'm gonna use my last die to reroll that. It was
Okay.
a 3.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
This is
Nobody's
going.
listening, Dad.
This is going to a very, very bad place right now. 12 is
12.
not bad.
All right. You get the attention of a couple of people that look around a little startled, and they see that the passed out person is not necessarily a guard, but someone that seems to be of importance. And Johnny, the goose, looks at you, looks around, and goes, "You know what? That's probably a good idea because I really don't want to be caught here in the morning. So I'm gonna go. You guys can keep the tankards by," and then just like kind of skedaddles, like pat 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 pat, like goose feet, pat 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 pat
Just a
pat pat.
fast one.
Yeah, with the cart going along with him, and a couple people do leave. It doesn't break up the entire party. It wasn't quite loud enough, and it wasn't quite as good of a roll as you would need to break up the entire party. But
course.
a couple people do leave, especially
That's
since the
okay.
fireworks are over.
Oh wait, I don't know if this is applicable. It's too late. I don't care. But I do also. I am trained in animal handling.
It would have, but
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's
the
too late.
roll is over.
I don't care enough to. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is fun. I will start looking for my companions,
Okay.
or well, my dog's companions.
All right. So roll an
You're
observation check.
idiots.
That was an 8.
You don't see either of them anywhere.
Oh fuck.
Mostly
Okay,
because Rack is on the other side of the crowd from you, and Thorn is nowhere nearby.
I'm sure that doesn't help that Rack is now about 3 feet shorter.
Yep.
Okay.
Vrack, you did probably hear Juan, though. I
Yes,
don't
but am
think
I
it'll make
paying
it. Yeah, I don't
attention?
think it'll make a difference to Vrack, but you did hear him.
In fact, when I hear the dad voice saying "party's over," I get in trouble faster.
Yeah, it's like a dog that's eating something. You're just like, no, 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 stop. And Vrack is just like, yeah, 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 go, yeah, go.
That is exactly where my mind went to.
Absolutely.
It's why
Um,
Vrack and Senor Fluffington get along.
Yes.
Should have
Honestly,
rolled for Chancla.
Just whip a chocolate at somebody.
Uh,
Too
Wait, since
bad
you're
Juan
home,
doesn't wear any shoes.
oh yeah, right. I'm barefoot. Don't remember. I haven't seen the character art in a while. Okay. I guess I'm gonna just start going through the crowd, and I'm gonna be the most annoying fucker ever, and I'm gonna start deboozing people.
You're taking alcohol away from people.
Yeah, I'm gonna like reverse Jesus, turn their wine into water type of thing.
That will require another charge on your staff.
I'll fucking wait.
Okay.
I can change the basic appearance of a small object.
Appearance, but can you turn wine into water or water into
Okay,
wine?
tell you
You
what,
can make it
instead-
taste, but not actually change the properties.
That's fair. Instead, I can clean a small area. I'm gonna empty people's cups as I go.
You're committing alcohol abuse. It's all just
Yeah.
going into the... Oh my god, okay. So there is initially outcries from various people as you start wading your way in. I would like you to make a social interaction roll again.
I'm impaired, but animal handling.
Yep, so that brings it back to even.
7.
7. 7 is unfortunately not good enough to where
What?
the
Oh my
ones
God.
that are already drunk that notice this happening briefly forget the no fighting rule. And
Bring it
you have started the equivalent of a bar fight, but outside. So you
That's
have
okay.
achieved what Vrack was incapable of by trying to take their booze from them.
That's fine. What matters is that it isn't us.
Oh, you're in the
Listen,
middle
I
of
got a
it
checklist
because you're wading through.
everything on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So as you wade through, and there is the start of people trying to swing on you and hitting others because they are as drunk as you are, I would like you to make some defense rolls unless you are going to participate in the fighting. Now remember that you are still hindered because you are drunk, but you are only hindered by one.
I am trained in speed defense.
Okay, so that brings it to even.
I roll a 4.
4. You do get a couple of smacks along the way. If you are not turning around to return fire, you're only going to take probably about 3 points and then another 3 points. Which,
Per hit?
yeah,
Or
per
is
hit.
it 3 different hits?
3 points per hit. So it's
Right, so I
3
take
points
4,
and then 3 points, so you take 4 total.
'cause I got my shield up.
But
That's
it is
all.
essentially a massive bar fight directly behind you. The mosh pit has turned into a mosh fight.
I
And
don't stop.
yeah,
I just keep going. I'm
and you
looking
just
for
keep going.
back. I'm not gonna stop.
So, Vrak, I would like to have a climb check from you because the window
down an
is
arm?
about, you're down an arm and the window is about 4 feet off the ground,
Cool,
which
cool,
means
cool.
that you do
Cool, cool,
actually
cool,
have to
cool.
climb in, and it is broken
have-
glass that you are trying to climb over.
No particular skills at this.
Yep.
I'm just going for it, and I can't spend my but I rolled an 18.
18. Yeah.
Nimbly.
Nimbly, you scramble up the wall and you are very carefully working your way around and over the broken bits of glass pane that were there. So go ahead and give me an observation check, Senor Fluffington, or Juan, as you get to where Vrak would be. 4.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 4.
Barely
I tell you, I only roll good on shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah, barely misses you squirming in without like further breaking the window. So you've like managed to get through the already broken piece without injuring yourself with that 18. And you managed to do so just in time to be dropping down and seeing Juan coming out of the now brawling crowd. And you are
like I said, I'm getting into trouble faster.
Yep.
Where
You
am
are-
I? Whose house is this? Is
It's
it
not a
fancy?
house.
Regular folks?
This is essentially the town hall where the city council meets together.
Perfect.
You are in what looks to be a bureaucrat's office.
Rack looks around, rubs their hands together, and goes, "Ow!" And then I'm gonna steal whatever is shiny.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an observation check.
Yep.
Since you're not
I'm gonna
being
spend an effort on this.
Yeah, since you are not being absolutely quiet, since there was a little bit of quiet giggling and then the ouch, I will allow Juan to attempt to make a roll. I know that you are
16.
trained in hearing, but you are also hindered slightly by the noise of the crowd, so it is coming out to even.
I'm gonna put 2 levels of effort into this.
Okay.
It doesn't fucking matter because I rolled a fucking 4.
The
No.
dice want Vrak to get in trouble.
Yep. I'm the only one who hasn't yet.
That's
So
yep.
here we go.
Mhm.
Right, so Vrak, you look around, and with that roll, you would see a couple of shiny objects that like catch the light of the moving like lights outside, because people do still have lights outside because it was a party. And you see what seems to be a very shiny pen of some sort of unknown metal that is oddly large, probably used by someone with a larger paw. Looking around, you see that there is definitely larger scale furniture in here, with a little bit more of a bench than a chair behind the desk. So you're not sure what body shape this particular beast folk is, but they
big.
need they are bigger, and they need a nice big chunky pen to be able to handle it well. But it is very shiny, and it is metal of some kind. You see
Yoink.
yeah, you see a couple of shiny locks on some boxes. And then beyond that, it's mostly like books and then probably like papers and a couple of paintings on the wall.
Locked boxes generally have good stuff in them,
Mm-hmm.
especially in a town where it's just barter.
Yeah,
So as long as they're not too heavy for me to carry, I'll grab one and I'll like stick in my jacket.
they're your size.
Perfect.
Like they are the size of you.
Oh, there's me sized.
Yeah,
They're
they are
big.
you sized.
Okay. Ah, probably done some breaking and entering before in my life. Can I do some lock picking?
You can try. You are hindered by your
Give it a
hand.
shot. I figured. I'm feeling lucky. I'll spend some effort on this. 15?
15. I'll call that good enough. Especially with you spending effort to bring it back up after
Is
that
that
hindrance.
speed or intellect?
That is speed because it's a reaction timing thing.
Yeah.
But
So I know which one to mark off.
yeah, so you've done it a little bit before. You were hindered by your hand, but you put a level of effort in. So it's not the quietest snick of a lock coming undone, but you do get the padlock open by probably using some of the like tools that were even on the desk instead of having to figure out your own tools. So you used like a
A
couple
letter
of like
opener.
picks and a letter opener or something like
Yeah.
that up there. Maybe he had some like nut picks or whatever up there. And one, you will hear the thud of something hitting the ground because that was a fairly heavy padlock. A perception check would be required to know where, but you do hear the thud of something hitting the ground. You definitely still have time to get it open and look inside, though, Vrak.
Let's do it.
It is filled with pearls. Because, as was mentioned briefly to a couple of you, freshwater pearl trade is their biggest export, and it is their most valuable export.
I rolled an 11, by the way.
You're pretty sure it's from behind the... Oh, that is a broken window.
I'm just gonna poke the tip of the staff through and light it up,
Okay.
and just go, Vrak, get out of there.
I hiss at you like a cat.
And it is conveniently well lit for you to see a bunch of freshwater pearls, and they are in a variety of sizes and shapes and colors.
Vrack is in the middle of grabbing a handful of them and has their pocket open, like they're gonna stuff a bunch into their shirt, and then they go,
I can see in
Miss
the
at you.
window, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
not-
window.
yeah, yeah.
It was 4 feet high, and you are taller than 4 feet, so
I am about a foot taller than that. Yeah.
yeah, so you can see over the ledge.
I'm just staring at Vrak in disappointment.
Fluffy, get in here. Come on, you got more pockets.
No, what are you? No, stop! Don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm. I think it's obvious to Vrak that he's still not feeling good enough to climb through a window.
Yeah.
And so he's not really doing a lot more than just telling you to stop.
He's telling
I'm
you to
like,
stop, but giving it well lit.
I'm like, keep watch then if you're not gonna help.
I don't
So-
want to do that either.
So do you pocket some? Okay. Make a roll.
Yep.
Oh God.
I'm sure they have weird magic effects and they'll do something weird to me. 16.
Multiply that by 2, and that's how many pearls you've got.
Ooh, that's a lot of pearls. All right.
Yeah, so you've nabbed 32 pearls.
32 pearls is going on my character sheet.
Are you done, or are you going to continue being this way?
Both, I guess.
Okay. I'm gonna turn off the light. I'm gonna go around and find a door. Head magic the door open, and then just go inside and leave Vrak along around.
Okay. So, are you in the middle of trying to climb your way back out when Juan opens the door.
Yeah, probably. I'm like not trying to climb my way up, but I'm like looking at it, trying to figure out if I can like push this gigantic bench, even though it's heavy, and then I'll hear a door open and like go, and then it's one, and that's fine.
I feel. What are you doing? Are you trying to leave again?
Yeah.
I just walked in. No, we're going to find out what else is here. We might leave.
Good, good, good. Get in here.
Okay, I am gonna just hedge magic every single lock in this room open for Brack.
Okay. None
I
of
will-
them are magical locks, so it works.
I will look. Unlike Brack, I will look for any documentation that may inform us of things.
There's plenty of documentation. However, I am going to call that our break time while you guys
Perfect.
are looting the
Looting.
bureaucrat's office. So yeah, we're
Good.
going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to be back to Amanda, actually. So Amanda, be prepared. Give us about 5 to 10 minutes for us to stretch our legs, get some water, and we will be back.
Bye.
And we're live. Hi, welcome back. We have returned. I was just telling the dog to stop licking his dog bed because for some reason he was licking the dog bed. I don't know why. But it sounded gross, so I made him stop. But we are returned, and we are specifically returned with Thorn, who has just made her way into a secret passage helped in light by a small swarm of gently flickering fireflies.
Mhm.
And you are indeed able to hear more clearly as the voice calls out to you. Are you still there?
I'm
Hello?
still here. Hi, I'm still making my way down there, up there,
Okay.
wherever
Please.
you are.
I don't exactly know. Please don't leave. I'm just saying. Please, I would be appreciated. Um, it's been a long time. How did you come? And he's, per your request, continuing to talk. How did you come across the castle? Um,
I was visiting the town, and I heard about the castle, and I wanted to come see it.
oh dear. Well, it's probably in a great deal of disrepair, from my understanding.
Yeah, it's pretty abandoned and dark because it's the
That
middle of the night. Yep.
that sounds about right. Yes. So as you continue to work your way down the hidden passage, it is still dark. You do stumble a couple of times because firelight glow is not very bright. Um, but you eventually kind of push through what feel like velvet curtains in surprisingly excellent condition into a large and broad room. There is a faint glow emanating from a single wall, an object on that wall. Large, circular, gilded around its edges. And it almost casts an eerie glow on what seems to be an entire witch's workshop.
Um, Tell me, is there anyone else that lives here?
And from within the room, you hear, "Oh, not for a great long while. Welcome to what seems to be my home for the past. I don't really know how long. I would have to go searching for that answer. It's lovely to make your acquaintance. Thank you. Thank you for not leaving me. Thank you."
You're welcome. And so
It is from within this room.
yes. Um, my first thing I want to do is kind of want to walk towards like the glowing object.
All right. Working your way around a couple of workbenches, past shelves filled with unknown jars of unknown things. You find yourself at what seems to be a mostly blank stone castle wall, curtains pulled to the side, again, also in excellent repair. And on the wall is what seems to be about a 3.5 foot tall by 2 foot wide, beautiful silvered mirror with gold gilding and carving all around the edges. The carvings, looking at them, seem to be almost comedy and tragedy themed because it's a bunch of faces making a bunch of different expressions, just surrounded by abstract swirls.
I lean forward to the surface. Hello, is that you?
A face that is not your own gradually makes itself more visible, almost as if turning around
Mhm.
and looking at you in a not featureless, but the features are very generic and barely shaped, with glowing eyes, probably a good 1.5 feet tall, taking up half of the mirror. So much bigger than like your face would be. And it is actually what speaks. Hello, you must be Thorn. Thank you. Thank you. Are you here to take me out of here? I expected to be looted at a much earlier date.
Yeah, but much of the castle was pretty looted. I don't know if they knew this was back here, though.
Haven't seen anyone since I heard the great crashes and everything.
Yeah, so that was most likely your previous resident of the castle was raided.
The Queen, yes.
Yes.
That
yes.
is one answer that I went looking for. She seems to have perished, which has left me, unfortunately, trapped here.
So you can't like go anywhere, obviously. Because
I
you're
don't exactly have legs,
yeah.
or arms, or limbs of any kind.
So like are you like so like is the mirror like your body, or like are you like are you trapped in the mirror? Exactly what's going on here?
Well, I am the mirror. I wouldn't know if I would necessarily call it a body. Can a mirror be a body? Do I even have a body? That's somewhat philosophical.
Yeah, so we keep finding ourselves asking those types of questions. Um, where would you like to go?
Somewhere that I can see things, people, not be trapped down here alone. Um, Being a talking mirror with no one to talk to is somewhat maddening. Are you real?
I believe I'm real. Yes, as real as I believe I am.
I will take your word for it. But yes, please take me out of here so that I can just not be so alone.
Of course. And about how heavy is the mirror?
Are you going to try and pull it off the wall?
Yes.
You do not need to roll. It is affixed.
Ah. So that's difficult. It seems that you are stuck on the wall.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I am quite valuable. It is worth finding a way to free me.
Yeah, no, that does sound. I would hate to be stuck down here in the dark for quite some time. I start looking around the room again. I was like, this room seems fairly well preserved, though. That's strange.
Oh, yes, I believe the entire place is enchanted.
That makes sense, considering who used to live here. Um, I Oh, it's a little too dark in here. I was about to say I want to see if I could tell how it's affixed to the wall.
Make an observation roll. It is
Yeah.
heavily hindered by the fact that it is dark and your only light source is the face of the
Yeah,
mirror.
I'm not even gonna put effort into this. I'm feeling it's a little. Yeah, that was only a 3.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, perhaps. Well, now that I know that you're down here, perhaps I don't know. I came here with two of my friends. Perhaps like we could figure out when it's daytime and we can see a little bit better. They
You,
they might know what to do.
you'll, you promise you'll come back?
Oh yeah. Well, I can't exactly leave for another couple hours, at least a day.
I don't know that I understand.
The village, the town, at the foot of the hills, the foot of the valley here.
Do they have a curfew of some kind?
You could call it that.
I am sure that much has changed since I was last outside. Um, Unfortunately, there are limitations to my knowledge without a user to initiate knowledge.
What was the town like the last time you saw it?
Please roll a d6.
Ooh, that's a different roll. 5.
5. Um, that is an interesting number to have generated for
Uh-oh.
the question that you asked.
Uh-oh.
Um, oh dear. It has been a while. And as the face begins to fade, the mirror brightens slightly, and you see a similar effect to scrying. And initially, it appears to be a thriving town, a thriving castle town,
Mm-hmm.
that quickly grows dark and dingy, like a perpetually overcast sky is above, and the buildings all seem to be rotting and overtaken with damage and almost like their flesh that has blistered. You take 2 points of intellect damage because you have rolled that the mirror distorts the appearance of everything it reflects, particularly magnifying the horrible and ugly aspects of things, and inflicts 2 points of intellect damage. Angling the mirror to reflect an object inflicts 2 points of damage to the object. Unfortunately, you cannot angle the mirror.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's give me quite a bit of a headache there.
Can you also please roll a d20?
Oh no. Of course I can. 14.
Okay. The mirror clears. I am so sorry about that. That is unfortunately one of the side effects of my lack of control and the years and years of speaking to no one and being alone. I'm not sure that I have the full understanding of my capabilities at the moment. I was not trying to do that. You were asking something about the town. It was a castle town, I believe, I think.
Yes. There's a castle at the foot of or there's a village at the foot of the castle entrance. I snuck away, to come explore a little bit.
Oh, it is night time. You would possibly need to sneak away. Most castles have a curfew in their towns, I think. That almost hurt me. Did you have other questions? Maybe to help spruce up my abilities. I'm sure that I can do better. I'm very valuable. I'm very worth taking with you. I don't always do that.
Yeah. I would love to again. I might need my friends here to help. What can you tell me about the queen? Was she good to you?
Please roll a d6.
That is a 3.
3. That does not affect the answer to the question. Okay. So you do not know what the current effect of the mirror happens to be. I wouldn't say good or bad. She had a way with directing my intent, but it was always well maintained. She had a particular interest in my first ability.
Your first ability.
I have many. I promise I don't always hurt.
Do you remember what your first ability is?
Please make another roll. D6.
That is D6.
6. It has something to do with a question, I believe. Can you touch my surface for a moment?
Sure, I can do that. I approach and just very lightly kind of touched my fingertips against the surface of the mirror.
Oh, that's so warm. And you feel cold creeping up your fingers and coating your arm. And you see that your arm and then the rest of your body becomes reflective for a moment before it seeps in. Please make note that the first time you would take damage, the reflection that has seeped within your skin takes the damage, instead shattering, reflecting the damage back on the attacker.
Oh, so a shatter ability.
Oh, oh no, it wasn't that. It's been a while. I'm so sorry. It wasn't that. That was so wonderfully warm, though. I had forgotten what things feel like, almost.
I use my knowledge of the tale and I say, I remember she used to ask you a question, didn't she? It went something like, magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
The fairest of them all lies beyond these lands, sitting on a throne. She smiles gently at her love. Her name is Guinevere. Please roll, actually, please roll a d20 twice because I forgot to have you roll after the result of 6.
Oh, yeah. Wait, 2d20s?
Yeah.
You said? Okay. One is an 11.
Okay.
One's a nat 20.
Okay. You're safe on both of those.
Yes. Okay.
Oh. Yes, that felt gratefully familiar. She asked, I think, other questions, mostly, but I know that I've heard that one before.
I tilt my head and I say, that answer was unexpected, I will say.
He looked almost like he could not control that answer. Go ahead and give me an intellect roll.
Okay. 18.
18. Most likely you activated the effect of your choice by using the phrase mirror mirror.
Mm. Mirror, mirror, do you know where Guinevere is?
The great Queen Guinevere, sitting next to her love, far beyond the seas in Avalon. Oh, that is almost refreshing. You've found the trick of it, haven't you?
I believe so. I'm familiar with the history.
History is quite important. Knowledge in general is. Please roll a d20.
That is a 10.
Okay. Basically, if you don't roll a 1, the mirror does not become exhausted for 1d6 days. If you roll a 1, it is exhausted for 1d6 days, and then
Makes sense.
you'll be able to
Yeah, I'm
get
trying not to.
effects afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm getting like a lot of really interesting information now, and I go, this is fascinating. I want to make sure my friends can come and help, because I have a feeling that I don't know what I can do, but my friends, I'm sure if we put our minds together, we can figure out how to get you from the wall.
I think one of my abilities might. One or two of my abilities might be able to help. I'm not sure which one of them, though. I know there are a great many things that I can do beyond answering questions.
You should try it.
I am limited in what I can do for myself. There's searching to an extent, but I don't know who to look for.
What are Brack and Senior Fluffington doing?
You did not use the phrase mirror mirror. Please roll a d6.
Okay. That was another 5.
A 5. You see a party that you had left growing quickly out of control, and blood and death abound as all of the animals turn on each other and the entire town goes into lockdown. You do not see your friends.
That's bad.
You also take another 2 points of intellect damage. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't trust that one. Oh, that hurt.
Oh,
Please roll a
that
d20.
was yeah. That was, let's say, that was my fault. Mirror. I apologize. That was 16.
Oh, yes, you must use the trick of it. I believe.
Yes. So mirror. Vrack and Senior Fluffington. Where are they?
That's a great spot for us to switch over. Vrack and Senior Fluffington, you are in the office. Vrack with a couple pockets filled with pearls. Senior Fluffington, you were also checking out the bookshelves and cases and whatnot of papers. So go ahead, both of you, and give me an investigation search type check. Vrack, yours is eased since you are mostly interested in the couple of chests that have already been unlocked for you.
12.
12.
12.
Oh.
All right, so with the 12 for Brack, you easily locate another box of pearls. This one seems to be organized, and each of them are perfectly spherical. So they are organized into different colors, each one in its own tray that seems to be like velvet lined, so that they don't roll around too easily. The other chest, because there were only 3 of them, seems to be consisting of a variety of important documents that are bound within like leather case or leather folders, I guess you would call them. On the bookcases and desk, you find a variety of ledgers and accounts that seem to be different information on barter systems a couple of records of fights. You find one that might be some sort of historical text on like the different rules and trades that have been done with other kingdoms and or towns, but nothing that strikes you as super important, at least that's just out and grabbable.
Okay. Alrighty.
Vrek, do you call Juan's
Yeah,
attention
I'm like,
to the box of important looking documents?
Juan, there's like a bunch of dumb stuff here if you want to look at it.
Always. I head on over.
Very obviously, just from the appearance of everything being carefully gathered and bound and locked away, these are probably the important documents that you were looking for.
Immediately looking through them.
You find several peace treaties with a couple of the neighboring kingdoms, with like the actual signatures on them. You also find, yeah, you also find what seems to be a series of 5 personal journals, each seeming older and older as you go back in them.
Okay.
You also find what seems to be a diver's guide of some kind. Like,
Divers.
yeah, a diver's guide, like a pearl diver's guide.
Right. Like in the water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
I was so confused.
yeah.
I want to look at the journals.
Okay.
Specifically. I want to look for 2 things. Um, I want to look at who they belong to, if they have a name, and how far back they go.
Looking at the oldest one to figure out how far back it goes, it seems to go back about 200 years. And this one is by someone that's named, let's call them
Kevin.
Lee. That's a
Lee.
nice generic name.
Sure. Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna look up from the book first, just for a second, and go. Um, do you know of any fairy tale character called Lee?
No?
Okay. And then I'm gonna look.
I mean, like, unless it's like Chinese fairy tales, but like I'm not really good at those ones.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't think I'm familiar with. I mean, I know a little bit about things, mostly because of anime, but apart from that, I don't think I know most of anything. So I just found some old journals that go back to about 200 years, so this might be what we needed. I'm gonna start looking at it at the oldest records because we said what was how long ago was the witch death thing that happened?
I think about like 200 or 300 years. I'd have to look at my notes, but
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
hundred, yeah.
I'm gonna I don't think there's gonna be anything here, but I'm still gonna look at the oldest of the journals, just gonna page through, see if I can find anything that might be indicative of whatever.
The first journal seems to be by a young man named Lee, who you notice from the way that he phrases things, and as he looks through, or as he like page through a couple more things, he seems to be not necessarily a runaway prince, but a prince of some kind that has left home.
Okay.
And he is out on a quest to find his fortune, because he was not the firstborn and left his brother to the fortune that had been granted them by the cat.
This is the youngest son, maybe.
It's really funny because when you said he left to do his fortune, for some reason my brain just said Prince Ali, but that's a completely different name. Um,
Yeah.
I still don't know what the fuck it is.
It's
Uh,
it's the son of the farmer that was basically the origin of the Puss in Boots tale. Because Puss in Boots was a cat that was rescued by a farmer who then gave him boots and a hat to take care of him, or technically a cloak, and the cat helped the farmer to find his fortune and marry a princess.
got it.
Yeah.
Um, so not really. I'm not really finding anything like important necessarily.
Going
I mean,
further in, you find basically the discovery of this abandoned town and him choosing this as his town and potentially the castle that he would attempt to take over, just like his father took over a different one.
right.
Are you going to just continue reading, or it's basically
No,
this is the founding of this town?
I think this. I think one thinks that this is valuable enough as for information. Like he's read enough to know that these are worth the taking. So I'm gonna empty out all of these documentation, all of them.
Including the treaties?
Yep,
Okay.
all of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna put them in my bag. He plans to return them later.
Okay.
But right now is not the place to
Yeah.
read confidential documents while
Okay.
there is a rager of a party outside
That
and the
is
government
already turning into a
official
brawl.
probably
And a
going
broken
to
window
Yeah.
any moment soon. So
pointing to
I'm
where we
gonna,
are.
yeah, I'm just gonna put everything in my bag and then I'm going to stand up and I'm gonna go. You ready to go?
Just a sec. Frack's
Okay.
gonna put locks back on things, so it looks like we weren't here.
Okay. Did you take any of the perfect pearls?
I would have probably poked one or two of them to see if they do anything.
Okay. Make a roll.
Sure.
This is for luck.
Yeah. D20?
Mhm.
16.
16. That's high instead of low. So it does give what you seem to think is a particular sparkle as you push it. So at least one of them does.
Yoink.
Okay. Just taking the one? Okay.
I'll tap one more, but I think by that point we're starting to get like we got to get out of here.
All right. Make another roll for luck.
5.
5? No.
Oh,
Yeah. So I poke one of them, it sparks. I poke another one, it doesn't. I go slam the thing shut, lock it. Okay, let's get out of here.
okay. I start going out the front door because I'm not climbing through that window
Same.
anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might use head magic to sort of reverse light spell to kind of dim the lights around
Okay,
us as
kind
we
of
walk.
like a shadow spell or a
Yeah,
darkness
yeah.
Yeah.
spell.
I was gonna
Nothing
do some
too
stealth.
big, nothing enough to like turn us invisible, but enough to
Yeah.
like if somebody's looking at us, they'll probably ignore us because there's brighter lights around us.
I got
Okay.
a 14 stealth
Oh, yeah.
for
Okay.
sneaking.
We're
Okay.
doing stealth.
Yeah.
It's eased
Well, I
by the
am.
darkness.
I'm
Nice.
adding 2 levels of effort into this because I've been rolling like ass.
Okay.
7.
Oh God.
But it's 3. It's 3 eases. So,
Yeah, there you go.
you know,
Okay.
that counts for something.
All right. So, yeah, you seem to sneak out. I'm assuming that you are going in the door method as opposed to climbing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then Juan is going to make the executive order that we are moving away from the brawl, not towards it.
Okay.
Ah,
Go ahead and give me
fine.
an observation check as you go.
Both of us?
Yeah.
All right. 2. I'm not paying attention.
8.
8. Okay.
Because I will not roll above a 10 for anything worthwhile.
You
I
just
have a reroll. I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Fair.
Nope, 4. That's
Yeah.
worse.
You hear some sort of name starting with an M shouted, and the brawl is very quickly breaking up and turning into people scattering.
Run.
You don't hear what the
Get
name
outta here.
is, though, because you didn't roll particularly well.
No, let's get the hell out of here.
All right. So yeah. Where are you going?
Away.
Away. Okay.
Let's go hide under the docks. I noticed those earlier.
You're still a little queasy, Juan, but you're, again, still in control of your faculties, and you think that you're starting to come down.
Ugh. I don't think I want to ever eat one of those things again.
I told you they were gross.
I mean, it's not gross. It was really tasty. It's just, it hits harder than you would think.
I don't know what kind of pies you got. They made me throw up. Maybe I'm allergic.
Yeah, maybe. Do you know how to read?
Yeah. Listen, I'm a goblin, but I went to fucking school.
I don't know. You act all wild. I don't know.
Sure, you're a dog.
Yeah, it is true. Anyway, do you mind helping me read? And I hand you a journal.
It's the worst end to a party.
No,
So-
it is important.
As he hands you a journal, you see the sticky residue of pie juice left behind
Oh, yeah.
on the journal, and you highly suspect that everything that Juan touched
It's covered.
in the office also has residue of the berry pies.
Oh yeah.
So it was definitely not left without a trace.
Somebody broke in and ate pies all over this office.
Yeah. But yes, so you go to the docks with your stealth rolls and proceed to read, I'm guessing.
I guess.
You
I'm
still
reading.
have no idea where Thorn is, by the way.
No.
And at this point, you would
I'm,
definitely notice.
One,
I was about to say, have you even questioned where she is at this point?
I'll be honest, I think Juan forgot that Thorn exists.
That's fair.
Was
You're so hot.
very
From his
drunk.
perspective, he's known these people for like a total of like half a day.
That's true. Brack assumes, I think, that Thorn ran when the fighting started.
And you guys will
I'll
find
give
each
a
other.
little- Yeah. No, actually, Vrack is a little concerned about it. Vrack's like, and doesn't want to read this journal right now. And it's like, you know what? I haven't seen Thorn in a while. I should go look for her. You just keep reading or something.
No,
Bye.
no,
But I'm-
I
I'm
start.
Yeah.
Last time I let you alone, you started robbing the place. I don't think I want you to be alone right now.
Yeah, that was great.
Whether the robbery is a good thing or a bad thing or fun or not is irrelevant. We're not supposed to be doing that.
So,
That's a good point. Well, I just don't want any. I want to be able to leave as soon as that it's time to leave. So let's not get any
let's
more.
jump
trouble.
through a reflection or something.
I don't know that works.
Probably
Well,
does.
Was it
Like, the
I
normal
was,
rules don't apply to us.
sorry, just out of character. Was Juan the one? Was Juan the one that
On the what?
that looked through the mirror into the castle and everything was foggy?
Into the castle.
Into this castle, yeah.
He might have been. I'm not sure.
I think it was because I
Oh,
remember.
he was trying to scry on the castle, not into the castle, and
Right, sorry,
and it was foggy. Yes.
when we were by the lake, I remember trying to scry the castle or into the castle, and everything was foggy. We might not be able to mirror out.
That would suck.
Mm.
We got a lot of stuff that if it's hot with it on us, they're not gonna be happy about that.
Well, what if we go through the mirror, but then we come out the other side in mist, and then we kind of just you get. He's still a little bit.
Yeah.
He's still a little bit high and also drunk. So, like, because like I've never done it before, but magic has a way of just fucking everything up. So it could happen.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I barely am.
We'll see about that.
Who's this darn person?
Pointy ears, carries a bow.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were around.
Yeah. I haven't seen her since like the beginning of the party.
I have a question. Is Baron watching this conversation through the mirror? She's just like, how dare you?
Yeah, you are watching all of this from about the time that like you saw sticky wolf fingers like picking stuff up and going, oh, this is boring, and setting it back, and Vrak opening a chest, opening another chest. That's when everything like started visual-wise.
So I'm very much just like, well, that's rude. How could he forget about me?
Yeah. Listen, like, I don't think she got involved in the fight, but like, I don't think she would stick around either. So she's wandering around in town somewhere. She's gonna be looking for us.
Well, how do you want this? We were just at water. We could have used that to scry on her.
That's smarter than my idea, which was just gonna run around town calling her name.
That is a very bad idea. Yes.
About this time, the vision would fade for you, by the way, Thorn, because technically it's only supposed to last a moment, but it was just amusing to let it last
Yeah.
longer.
Honestly.
But yeah,
I'm just
so-
like, okay. So they're still down there, and they seem to be okay. That's what's important. But I'm also really mad that he forgot I existed.
back to them for a second, though.
Mhm.
So are you going to attempt to use the water? Which one of you is attempting to use the water? The drunk one or the goblin? Okay.
I think Oh, are you gonna try it?
I'm not gonna stop you from trying, but I'm doing
Okay.
it as well.
Amazing. I was gonna try because I think Vrak is actually concerned about Thorn right now.
Okay, let's have Vrax roll first.
Yeah.
All right, gonna try and scry. I'm putting nothing on this. 7.
7. It wavers a little bit, and then it's just your face.
No.
Okay, my turn. I'm gonna use hedge magic to
Still
really
it?
enhance the polish on this reflection.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll add some light that hits it just right, or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put 2 levels of effort into this.
Okay, make a roll.
I'm also 14. I'm fine.
14. It's hazy at first, and then you experience 2 intellect points of pain trying to scry into a warded room.
Ooh.
But because of the effort that you put in and the fact that you are one of the champions, it does back out to show you a very clear view of the castle at night.
Oh, I'm assuming does that hit my ward, my shield, or does it
I
ignore?
believe ward only protects you from might damage, doesn't it?
No,
This is like
it
straight to your
gives me a
brain.
+1 to my armor is all it does.
+1 armor.
Yeah,
That's usually for physical damage.
but it's a magical. It's a shield of energy. That I don't know I don't know how you want to play it.
I'll let you take the 1 point off for that, yeah.
Okay. I know that there are specific abilities that ignore damage armor, so I don't know.
It doesn't indicate that it ignores armor. So yeah,
Okay. I'll. I don't mind either way.
yeah.
Um. Oh. Hey. So while we were breaking the rules, it seems like our friend, well, your friend, is also breaking the rules. She's at the
I
castle.
actually slap you. I just smack you in the shoulder, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, you don't know her as well, but like,
You don't
Fluffy
want it.
loves her.
I. I mean, Fluffy. That is good. But you have to understand. I've known the both of you for a grand total of about 7 hours total.
Yeah, but
I.
we've been hanging around with your buddy, your dog, for like weeks. So
I
give
which is
us if
what.
we, think we know you better than we do.
Yeah. I mean. I don't. I guess. Well, they're at the castle. That's about as much as I know, but at least we know where they are.
Huh. Nice.
Just a second, we're gonna do a little bit faster, jumping back and forth, because you guys are very aware of each other. Thorn, the vision faded. Please roll a d20.
Okay.
Owie ow.
15.
15, you're fine.
Mhm.
So you know that Juan forgot that you existed and that they were going to attempt to scry on you.
Okay. I am hoping that that was good enough because, I mean, obviously, I'm more concerned about the fact that Juan forgot that I existed, and that is so rude. And like, how dare you? We've been traveling for a grand total of 7 hours. How could you? How could you forget that I exist? And that is just, that's so annoying.
Is she saying all of this out loud?
Yeah. She's ranting and raving.
Oh, I promise that I won't forget you. You're the first person I've seen in a very long time. How dare your friends? Exactly. You are very correct. How dare your friends? They should always remember you. You are a wonderful and generous and heroic person.
You're muted.
Thank you, Mirror. Yeah, I hit my Milo hit my mute button. Um, thank you, Mirror. Thank you, Argent. That was very, very, very kind of you. But then you start seeing her scratch at her arm again.
Um, yes. So, you is are your friends coming, or
I would
are you going to wait? Are you not going to wait for them because they forgot that you existed? And how dare they? People should never forget
Well,
that you exist. I know how that feels.
well, if anything, I can at least try to like get them over here to the castle. Maybe a little bit of help if they don't show up in the next hour.
But you'll stay with me.
I will.
That's wonderful. Do you have any stories for me?
I think I know a few stories.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Even when I did interact with people, I was mostly the one telling them things. Would you be so kind?
She sits down for a moment and she says, I've got a funny story about a goblin.
Okay.
And I proceed to talk about Vrak and
Okay.
the adventures of Vrak the Goblin.
Sounds perfect. All right, so the other two of you, while Thorn proceeds to tell stories to Amir,
Castle, huh?
yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah, I feel like
Better than sitting around under a
yeah.
dock reading journals.
I feel like as soon as we saw the castle, we started going.
okay.
Yeah.
So you are heading that way. Are you trying to be stealthy, remembering that you started a
Bar
rager and then a riot?
Yeah, Gonna sneak.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So go ahead and give me a
jab
stealth
you in the
roll,
ribs until you sneak.
and then we've got drunk,
I rolled a
not
5.
11.
slash not as drunk Juan.
God.
I rolled a begrudging 5.
Okay. You're not being particularly stealthy, though as the fairy liquor gradually wears off more and more, you're starting to hit hangover stage, which is uncomfortable, as Vrac would remember. But yeah, you're not being particularly stealthy, but most of the distraction is still at town center where they're trying to deal with the aftermath of the Rager and the fight.
I'm picturing Rack is like ducking from shadow to shadow, scampering behind bushes, and Juan is just walking tiredly up the path towards the castle.
And you're doing it in that really obvious kid doing the stealth thing way. Like, you probably are humming a little bit of your own theme music a la Kronk because you also didn't roll particularly high.
At least broke 10,
You did break 10.
but it's not great.
Yeah, you didn't roll great, but you are aided by the fact that it is nighttime, and while there are a variety of creatures that can see very well in the dark, most of them are not paying attention to the two strangers that are on the outskirts of town circling around to the road. I would like some kind of climbing slash balance type of rolls from you guys as you make your way along the same path that Thorn had to.
All right.
8.
8
Ooh, 2.
and 2.
Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
You don't go like falling over the side into the water, but there are a lot of loose rocks that you get caught on. Vrac, you do take at least 2 points of damage from like crashing down and like just literally tripping and falling down a tumble of rocks a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
So you are.
And jarring my arm, which like
Yes.
really, really hurts.
It's super painful, which is why you do definitely take the points of damage.
Oh, yeah.
But Juan, because each of the damages would be 1 point, you don't end up taking any damage. But you do, after a while, make a very, very noisy ascent up to the rotted out, damaged gates that Thorn had found.
I go in.
Okay.
You said she's inside? All right.
If she was outside, we would have seen her. Or I would have seen her. Didn't see shit.
It's probably about midnight at this point.
Yes.
In the creepy castle. Amazing.
Yeah. And while you do have a beautiful bright moon up above and some stars, you can tell that it's going to be very dark inside of the castle. The courtyard is kind of creepy. It's nighttime and it's an abandoned castle, but it's not like magically creepy. And you go in.
Light.
At least one of you has magic to be able to produce a light. And it looks like the ancient aftermath of a battle. You just like with Thorn, you guys can see this time in Technicolor the very dusty, damaged signs of one army literally sieging and taking this castle to be able to grab the queen. You also see very distinct tracks indicating someone has passed through, along with signs that probably stumbled over a couple of things, and like a variety of curtains that have been very damaged over time and then pulled down. So there is definitely signs of recent passage.
Did you say that there's like clear signs of like war having happened here?
Footprints?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it was many centuries ago. So
Yeah.
it's basically
So
the
obviously
damage
there's no like
of, yeah,
corpse or anything like that.
no.
I'm still
Um,
gonna pop my arse armor just in case.
I'm gonna walk to a place that looks more like I don't expect to find like the center of something, but like up one of these locations where it's clear that where the evidence lays. I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly. I want to find where the death happened,
Okay. Pretty much
essentially.
any room.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just want I'm just looking for something that looks like that if I took a picture of it, it would like be the I don't know how to express it, but like the
Crime scene.
yeah, like a no, like a prime example.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like a prime example of what happened here.
Give me a search or perception.
How about a 4?
It all looks fairly damaged, and it was a couple centuries ago, so it's hard to say the exact location of any of the deaths. Some of the
Okay.
damage could be from weapons striking things. Some of the damage could be from just time or things being thrown or someone knocking into something.
That's all right. In that case, I'm gonna go to probably one of the big like doors
Mm-hmm.
that leads to more of a central position in the castle. And I'm gonna crouch by either side, and I'm going to use my head magic to craft a little dog of stone. And I'm gonna just gonna it's just a sitting dog by the side of the door, and I'm going to just I'm not being particularly quiet, but it is a thoughtful whisper of watch over them. And then I do that on both sides of the door before I go inside and start looking for Thorn proper.
Okay, please make an intellect roll.
11.
Okay. Thorn, you don't necessarily hear them, but the room around you lights up clear as day. And you see a candle that had just kind of been on a sconce on one of the other walls flicker to life.
Oh, that's different.
Oh, yes, it means something. It's been so long.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think someone did magic in the
Someone
castle.
did magic.
Do you know people that do magic? Are we
I
under
do.
attack again? We might be under attack again.
No,
Oh,
no,
it's
no.
been. I. What? No. What?
No, what? One of my friends can do magic.
Oh, maybe they've arrived.
Perhaps. Um, so I don't know if the mirror was using a like magically projected voice, but I am going to call out to
Okay.
Fluffy.
You're just shouting?
Yes.
All right. Uh, Fluffy, please make an observation roll, hearing based.
15.
15, which I believe that you are trained in because of
Nice.
your
All my artifacts.
yeah,
Yeah.
your stuff. You hear Thorn's voice calling out, and it's just kind of echoing through the castle. You're not sure where it's coming from, other than deeper into the castle.
Well, they're
Brack, you can
still
also
here.
make a roll if you would like.
Ah, sure. No, 16. It's not bad.
Yeah, you also hear Thorn calling out from further
I
in.
think. Hey, where are you?
So look for a door that's hidden behind a tapestry.
Let's go look. Start like feeling along the walls.
Search
Behind-
check.
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to give them exactly even what room I was in, but I do know
Because it
the
was so
path
dark.
it would
Yeah.
have taken.
I'm going the wrong way. I'm
Yeah.
going that way.
We do have light, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that Vrac rolled a 6 on their
Yeah.
search check.
oh right.
So,
It's a hidden door.
yeah.
I'm gonna since I don't know that anything is happening in response to my magic, can I try to hedge magic with a like a use my staff as like a dowsing rod for Thorn, essentially? Like just have it point in the direction of Thorn, or is that too much?
I would let that provide an asset to you on your search, but it
Okay,
will not solve the search because you do not have an ability for that specifically.
fine. I'm okay with that. That's an 8.
8.
We're just wandering around in this castle.
With you trying to follow the sound, which gives you an asset, and then the asset from the fact that you have
Magic.
the magic and the fact that you can see, you are able to follow Thorn's tracks through the dust and grime that has
Oh
built
yeah,
up over
that makes
time,
sense.
to find where it stops at least. And she did tell you guys to look behind a tapestry, so you are at a tapestry that is kind of just on the opposite side of a banister.
Before I fuck with the tapestry, does this look familiar to me? This tapestry? Does it like is it just like decoration? Like is it a historical
Oh yeah, like
thing?
heraldry you might like recognize.
Yeah. Like have
Uh,
Yeah.
make a
does it have
roll.
an emblem and I've seen it before?
Make a roll. See if you
I
have.
rolled a 9.
No.
Hmm.
It's while it is in okay condition, it is still old.
Fucking ancient, yeah.
Yeah, it is still old, so the details are a little smudged, I would call it, because it's not thoroughly damaged the way that all of the others were. But it's not in the best repair because
Yeah.
the perfect condition ones were the ones that are still in the room with Thorn. So it's hard to make out details. You can see that there were supposed to be some other colors, but the colors might not even be true anymore. And some of it does look to be a little tattered.
Okay. I'm gonna use my staff to move it out of the way and go, hello?
There is an obvious opening because Thorn had to shove open the very damaged stone door wall thing that had previously swung smoothly out of the way. So you can see the kind of dark hallway that she had made her way through. And Thorn, you would be able to very easily hear Juan go, hello? Echoing down the hall.
Yeah, you're at the right place. I'm just down the hall.
Oh, okay. I go in, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll hold the tapestry open for Rack because I'm not.
Yeah, I've noticed that you're talking to somebody and I'm like way across the hall and I'm like, oh hey, run back. Just go ahead of you. Yeah, scamper over.
As you
Hey,
guys,
what'd you find?
as you guys make your way down the hallway and find your way into the now brightly lit witch's workroom, your light on your staff flickers but doesn't go out entirely. It's basically it interacted with the ward as you passed through.
Okay.
But you see a lit candle on the wall, and Thorn standing there, and the mirror behind her glowing with a giant, smooth silver face smiling at you awkwardly. Thorn also
Wow, that's a
has
big
hair
head.
on her arm.
That's a very big head.
Yeah, she's got shaggy hair on her forearm, and that is where we will end the evening.
That's okay. I
Can I
don't.
say one? Can I say a one-liner before we end?
Yes, you can.
All right. Rat comes trotting out of the hallway and looks around and is like, "Damn, Thorn! If I knew you were gonna sneak into the castle, I might have come with you. But like, it's better that we didn't, because I snuck in and I got some cool shit." Like, pull out a pearl and toss it in the air and catch it again.
But yes,
Yeah.
Session. Yeah,
All
man.
right. Nice.
Hey, let's play for like 5 or 10 more years, like
Yeah.
nonstop, please.
what, you don't want to
It
play
is
the other
after
games?
midnight.
We can pause this one to play the other ones.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just missed playing with the
I
ones.
missed playing with you guys too, damn.
Yeah.
Same.
Yes.
What if we could UBI so Evie could run games and not have to work?
I know, right? That would be a dream.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm just gonna say this out of character because I'm not gonna say it in character. We need to rest a lot soon.
yeah, you guys have got, like, you had a nice, long, peaceful rest in Baba's house. So you
true,
had
yeah.
that, and you had rest at the castle, but it is the middle of the night for myself as well as you guys.
Why don't we just sleep in this creepy castle? I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
I'm just saying because I have a total of 11 points left
Ooh, no.
across all of my
Oh,
sets.
no.
Yeah, you guys need to rest.
Hmm.
And
I'm doing pretty
I feel like we're about to get into some
Hey, I have
shenanigans.
3 whole might points. I'm doing great.
Wow. If it helps, I have 2 intellect left.
Nice.
I think I
Oh my
might have
God.
3 left. I
Don't
remember.
accidentally activate the fucking mirror in
Oh,
that particular
no.
thing.
Well,
Yeah, yeah. Well, Thorn,
Yep.
I think figured it
Only-
out now.
Yeah.
it
So-
might happen.
Who knows? It's not like we're
One
just
is
going
a
to randomly
very
ask
opinionated
questions.
person, and Senor Fluffington is an absolute dumbass. So,
Good.
Okay.
it could go either way.
But it was a fun session back. You guys got to shake off
Yay!
the
Missed
the
y'all.
rust a little bit since we were gone
Yeah,
for a
felt
little
great.
bit, and had a party and got to discover some stuff and picked up some loot. You got some loot and you've got a magical pearl of some kind. Yeah. But yeah.
And yeah,
All right.
And you've found the Queen's mirror.
Sure, nothing bad will come of this.
No, I mean, it's normal for candles to light themselves when somebody casts
Yeah.
magic inside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's just, it's just a warning system.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
worded. It's, you know,
Yeah.
And there's
it's-
obviously only one place that gets warned, obviously. And it's the room we're in, nowhere else.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
yeah.
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 Of
And
course.
it's not like castles are like filled with like armors and weapons that could magically come to life.
That's
and
cool.
attack us. That would
Maybe
never-
ghosts. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You're fine.
Totally fine.
It's totally fine.
We're okay.
And you don't happen to be carrying a random unknown object from this particular witch that you guys have never figured out what it is or opened it.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yep.
I just happen to have a very, very big Chekhov's gun.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it really be gunning. I really do need to eventually, maybe when I go to sleep, roll to see if I can sense this thing, because Sam Puffington already forgot about it.
It's fine. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun. I'm glad that
Yeah,
we
I
were
had
able
a
to
neat
come
time.
back.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad.
Yeah, I'm glad that we were able to come back today. I missed you guys. I missed gaming with you.
Yes, I did too.
Yeah.
I needed
Same.
this.
I think
And-
we're still on stream, right?
Yeah, we are still on
Yes.
stream. We haven't done
Okay.
our outro. We've just kind of been
we're
rambling
just
at each
hanging out.
other.
Yeah, we're just
Hanging
hanging out
out.
now.
Yeah, we're just
I forgot.
rambling at each other. But yeah, and we're hopefully going to be able to, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, come back with Empyrean. So we'll get to see Matt
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, see Matt.
Finally.
Meet Aaron's very strange family and you'll understand what she means by strange.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do our outros before we forget that we are on stream again.
Huh? What? I'm just gonna go and get a snack.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's start with Joel.
Hello, I am Joel. I was Senor Fluffington. Oh no, well, I was actually Juan Ferreira. Senor Fluffington did not show up today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Despite my I rolled to see if he did, but nope. I Juan was in charge the whole time. Honestly, that's kind of what I'm doing, being a dog and also a guy inside a dog. I'm also Bao Mistforge every other Sunday, not this Sunday, next Sunday. Who is a pirate, a former pirate turned politician turned adventurer, with a tentacle arm. That's an Imperial Wilds. I'm very excited to play that again, and then eventually I'll be another character in another game that is going to be playing in this platform at some point or another. Because I think if we hadn't said anything before, we did it now. Oh no, we streamed. What the fuck am I talking about? Fucking, of course.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's
I have
been
not
a
done this in
while.
so long.
It's been a while.
So Altered Echo Archives is kind of everything that I'm doing. I'm working on some stuff to get fucking words to do for you. You know what? Go, Amanda.
Hi, thank you very much, Joel. Hi, my name is Amanda, aka Panda Cabra. She, her pronouns. I have been Rosa and Thorn here, who is like the wild explorer princess type, who masters the swarm, is friends to all animals, and I'm here every other Friday, as well as every other Sunday on Empyrean Wilds, where I play Baron Lek, the weird adept who dances with dark matter and siphons power through her magical shadow tattoos that adorn her skin. And other than that, this is kind of the only thing I'm doing. I'm around. I am going to be celebrating my birthday tomorrow, so feel free to hit me up on Discord.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday, damn. Why didn't you let us know?
Because I forgot to bring it up until just now. Alina.
Hey, that's me. I have been Vrac/Sev, they, them. I will also be Kale on next Sunday. Our T-Dragon quasi-immortal, still trying to figure it out. Nobody knows what's going on. They are completely opposite of Vrac. They would not put up with Vrac shenanigans even for a second. So you can come check me out in that game. I'm also on Where Geek Comics at twitch.tv, which is my channel where we do Trash Heroes, which is a 5e homebrew. And I have a new book out today. So if you are into Shadowrun, I have a story in this anthology that I remembered to go and get the URL for. So it's called Sixth World Snapshots. My story is basically if you took Top Chef and put it in the Shadowrun universe, and then had like some cutthroat mercenaries doing the cooking in a radioactive lava field.
Knowing what I know of Shadowrun,
That
is
is
both incredibly on the ball, like accurate to what Shadowrun's madness is, but also probably the best thing I've ever heard about Shadowrun.
That's amazing.
Thank you. So go check it out. I post the link. You can also, I think, still read it for free on the Catalyst Games website. So check that one out.
Nice.
But yeah, check out my work at alinapete.com. That's it.
I might. Oh,
Oh, no god, no god. Say what
I was
you're
gonna
say.
say I might drag my roommates into a Shadowrun one shot of that.
Oh my god, Shadowrun's it's one of my favorite games. It's so fun. It's too crunchy to play on a stream, but like it's so fun. The setting is so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one time we had a Shadowrun-esque game run on the channel, it was someone doing a Powered by the Apocalypse hack of Shadowrun.
Oh, interesting.
For a
That would play a lot better on a
holiday-
stream.
Yeah, for a holiday
Yeah.
one shot. Yeah. Will from Powered by the Apocalypse, or from not Powered by the Apocalypse, name of stream. I'm blanking on it.
Hmm.
We'll get there eventually.
Live from the Apocalypse. I'm just like, I know I've got a command for them. I'm just
right.
going to use it in the chat. Will from Live from the
Nice.
Apocalypse did a holiday one-shot for us one year where he did, I'm pretty sure it was a Shadowrun hack in
Nice.
the Powered by the Apocalypse system. I'm not sure if it was Powered by the Apocalypse system. It was a hack run in a different system for a one-shot, and it was fucking hilarious. And Shadowrun is just... like, it's a fun setting. Even if it's a little crunchy for me, it's a fun setting. So, yes, very fun, very cool. Definitely feel free to post that in the announcements as well, to, like, share it out in the Discord.
yeah, I
Speaking
should
of
do that.
which,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah.
a Discord. If you are watching and are not already in the Discord, which I'm pretty sure that the people watching are already in the Discord, you can join us there and chat with us outside of stream, because that is kind of where a lot of us hang out. But
We also post so many gifs during game.
yeah, there's a lot
so
of
many.
there's a lot of reaction gifts and whatnot. Those links for the Discord and to find stuff from like us, or find where you can find us, are also in the YouTube description, or will be in the YouTube description, because I've got to get them added in. But yeah, so I am Evie, the Disaster GM. My pronouns are she, they, or any, and you can pretty much find me here right now, running games and doing character art for my friend Rev's upcoming Starfinder game. That's gonna be a short campaign. But yeah, Rev is really fucking cool and is actually going to be one of the players in the third campaign that we have coming up. So right now we're doing Once Upon a Reflection, our Fairy Tale Cipher campaign. We're doing Empyrean Wilds, which is a fantasy adventure. And then we have a post-apocalyptic game that Joelle, Rev, and another player, Nikki, from Nikki Nerds Out, are all going to be in. We are still looking for one more player at least, if possible. So if you are interested, you can message me directly via Discord. Again, throw it back to joining our Discord to chat with us. But yeah, so very cool. Was super fun to see you guys again and be able to game, and we will be back soon. So yeah, catch you next time.
Bye.
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 Thank you for the raid. We're actually about to raid
no.
back out, but hi, we are ending now. But thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. We are Altered Echo Archives. I'm Evie the Disaster GM, and these are my beautiful players. We just finished our Friday night game, Once Upon a Reflection, which is a fairy tale based TTRPG in
fun.
the Cypher system. But yeah, so we are trying to find someone to raid out to. Unfortunately, we don't seem to know a lot of people that are currently doing tabletop
Shout
role
'em out
playing.
if you know them.
So if you have a suggestion, type it in chat. Otherwise, I am likely to raid one of my friends that's currently playing 7 Days to Die.
Pretty cool game.
It's good.
It's been on my I want to play it for forever, but it's a game that requires friends.
Yeah.
Which I have friends. I mean like I don't have anybody to play with. I have friends though. I promise.
I
Just go to a
do
different
have the
school.
game, so if you ever want to play it, I will scream along with you because I do have it.
Oh hell yeah! No, I'm currently 23% into Horizon Zero Dawn for the first
That
time
is-
ever,
that
and
makes sense.
it is already. I think I'm like the plot just started, and it's already top 10 best games I've ever played. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna be 100%ing that for the next future.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
We're out. There we go.
Oh, 7 raiders. Probably.
Yeah, that's